What's up, my nerds? Welcome back another episode. First nerd on the right. I'm your host, Mr. J. We got another beautiful piece here. Elite Creature Collectibles Parasaurolophus. Very nice addition to the collection. As you know, we don't really have a lot of herbivores out there to really choose from. So it's nice to have something different. First of all, I want to say happy 4th of July to all my United States viewers. By the time this video uploads, it's going to be the weekend right before July 4th. So again, please help the channel out. It'd be nice. We get thousands of views on my videos. I know that we do. It'd be nice if the subscriber count would reflect that. Let's get this channel growing, please and thank you. Now that we got that out of the way, let's jump right in. All right, let's get into it. So let's start off over here with the head. Pretty decent. Looks like we got gloss on the horn. Helps give it a little more contrast, right? You can see it, the light reflecting off the horn, but not the rest of this the skin tone, right? It's a matte finish, which looks great on statues, of course. And the only gloss is going to be on that horn. Very cool. It does help break it up a little bit. We do have a glass eye there, which looks cool. And you can hear my daughter yelling for me beyond the door. What's up? So the glass eyes that we have come to know and love from Elite Creature Collectibles, present and cool. Now, there isn't a lot of detail on the face per se. We have a couple, scales around the eye there, on the brow, but then the cheek itself, it kind of gets lost, right? Not as much detail, too much smoothness there. The neck as well. Not a lot of scaling or anything like that. I mean, this is a more, I guess, right, simpler dinosaur. But let me know what you guys think. This is supposed to be a replica, I'm assuming, like the others of the original maquettes made for the movie. So I'm assuming that this is supposed to look like that on purpose. That's how the original was. So I'm fine with that. That's cool. But I'm just trying to be unbiased here. Just as a statue itself, the detail presented to me in front, regardless of its history, I'm trying to show you what it is. We got the speckling and the spots all over it, helping giving it that detail. We got its little hooves, right? Would these be considered claws or hooves? This is a herbivore, right? So not much in the defense department there, right? Here we got the stomach. Got some good paint job there. I do like the variation of the reds up from the head coming down and going into the main stripes on the back, right? Going down the spine. We have some more variation in the color there for the hip bones. It does help add some contrast there as well. Some definition. We got some stripes on the hind legs and on the front. I do like the wrinkles that they have down below. Does show some pretty decent detail there as well. We'll continue down here. We got the lower legs, right? You got the thighs, and you got the shins, and you got down here its feet. Very cool. Since we're down here, I will show you guys the base. It's another wooden, circular, more oval-like in shape. The base, very similar to the T-Rex base. It does have some, the dirt and some like dry grass and whatnot, because it was on a game trail in the movie, right? There wasn't really much in between. No trees, no vegetation. Is just dirt, right? Is where the animals travel through, right? So it is a well-beaten road per se, right? Trail. You do got the one sole tree branch there, and they did add this, which is pretty cool. They didn't have to. This was not shown in the prototype that I can recall, and it is pretty detailed. You got the Mamenchisaurus. What else we got? Next we have the Brachiosaurus. After that we have the Corinthosaurus. After that we have the Parasaurolophus, which is the one that we have here, right? Looks just like it. Got the little engine up top. And let me see if you can really zoom in. I was wondering if you can actually read what it says. I don't know if the camera can catch that, but it does have actual words, which is pretty neat. Here we have an Ankylosaurus. That'd be a cool dinosaur to have. We have a Triceratops. I do have the one from Iron Studios. I am happy with that. Don't need another one. Stegosaurus. That would be a cool one to have. I do not have that. A Gallimimus. That wouldn't be a bad one either, right? Gallimimus is famous from the first one. Remember that scene where they're all running from the T-Rex? Pretty cool. There is the Pachycephalosaurus. That's the one with the dome piece, right? That would be a very cool one to have. Wasn't too much of a fan of the Jurassic World version, so that's why I didn't really care for the Prime 1 version that they made. Don't really care. And we're back to the first one. So, pretty cool. Just throw that on there. And then, yeah, we'll finish off over here with the tail. This is a pretty large piece. I do enjoy the fact of its size. Anything big, you guys already know I'm a fan of. I do not like the smaller stuff anymore. They just don't, I don't feel the same oomph from them, right? Give you guys a little spin around here. Again, very nice detail on its the red coloration on the spine, those stripes, the scale colors and everything. Very cool. Now this is a Maquette, so it's gonna be the same both on the left side and the right side. So don't really need to really get into the other side. Maybe we can show you a little front view. That looks pretty nice. It looks good in the light. Nice and bright. I do like that. It's a very colorful dinosaur. You know, it's a nice change from your usual browns, right? Although that blue from Prime 1 is a nice change in color as well. Grays and whites and blues. But this one's a nice bright yellow, right? Yellow and tans and browns. There's a little red in there. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool for a Maquette. $800. Elite Creature Collectibles. So that's basically it. That's gonna be the deep dive on this Parasaurolophus Maquette. Thoughts and opinions? Well, I have said before, I do want to add more herbivores to the collection. Don't get me wrong, I love T-Rexes, I love Velociraptors. Sharp teeth, sell, right? They look cool as hell, ferocious, love them. But it would be nice to, you know, expand a little bit on other species, and you know, herbivores are a direction that I would like to explore a little more, right? So we have the Parasaurolophus. I would love to add a Stegosaurus, a Pachyosaurus, is that what it's called? The one with the, you know, the stone dome piece, right? Correct me on the name, if you may. Just Can't think of the exact name right now. Brachiosaurus, right? I would like to have that diorama from Iron Studios, back when Iron Studios still did good Jurassic Park pieces, right? Now they're just slacking, don't really care too much. That's fine, to each their own. But not to go on a tangent, get back to this piece. I think it looks great for what it is. Now I know Chronicle Collectibles has done these types of pieces before, and I'm assuming that the paint job is the way it is because this is how it was designed and or displayed for the movie itself, right? I know ECC does a lot of accurate replicas, right, of the maquettes. So before I complain too much, I don't know the exact history on these things, but I'm sure, you know, in the comments I will be informed on the correct information on these things. But based on, you know, someone who knows nothing and just is collecting for the sake of, you know, the love of Jurassic Park, I will say that the colors do look accurate, but the piece itself feels a little, I guess, boring next to the other ones, right? We have, you know, the Velociraptor, we have the T-Rex, and their detail just goes above and beyond. This one feels much simpler, much less detailed. Paintwork looks good. The face and everything, you know, has some gloss on the horn, which helps give it a little more contrast. But the paint job itself does look a little, you know, on the boring side. Again, I'm not taking away from the piece itself. I like it. I think it looks good. It's a great size. I love how big it is. It's gonna look good in the collection. But I will, you know, just have to be honest. I have to be unbiased here, and just in a statue perspective for what it is, not what it represents or what it's supposed to be a replica of. Just looking at it as is, no background. Compared to the other pieces, it does seem a little more on the plain side. Just my honest opinion. Let me know what you guys think. That aside, I do think it still looks great. It is a maquette, like I said, it is ECC, and it is a very limited quantity. This is number 8, so I did get a low edition number, which is cool for those who care. So overall, for it being ECC, for the size and for the price, I think I am satisfied. I like it. Like I said, it's gonna look great as the collection expands, and you know, whenever I get more module cases and the collection keeps growing and growing, this is gonna look very good in one of these bad boys, and I'm happy for that. I am content with it. I did like the little bonus that they added with the little pamphlet, right? Remember in the movie when they were trying to round up the dinosaurs, you know, the game warden was trying to get the name for the Parasaurolophus, couldn't find it, couldn't pronounce it, so he just called it Elvis, right? Remember, guys? The one with the horn. I thought that was a little neat addition that added to that. Didn't have to, but they did. Cool. And yeah, another great piece from ECC. They're probably, them alongside with Prime 1 Studios, the best Jurassic Park statues out there. I did already pre-order the quarter scale tiger Velociraptor from The Lost World, so can't wait for that one as well. It's gonna look even better. Again, gotta go back to the teeth, right? That one is gonna be another crazy piece, just like that raptor up there. The detail is gonna be nuts. And for a nice change of pace, it is a more dynamic piece. It is in a, you know, running pose, which leads me to be hopeful that ECC will do more dynamic poses like that once they get the maquettes out of the way. Don't get me wrong, the maquettes look great, detail. I got over the whole fact that they're, you know, simple poses. That is what it is. That's the whole point. I'm cool with that. Eventually, you know, I'm sure they're gonna run out of maquettes, and they know that dinosaurs sell, so they're gonna keep making Jurassic Park stuff, and I'm hoping for more beautiful surprises like that one and that giant T-Rex head, which I will never be able to afford. But that's alright. Maybe they'll make smaller versions, and then let's see what happens, right? But thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening to me. See you guys hopefully sooner rather than later. See you, my nerds.